Sister. Sister. Sister.
Hello?
What's up?
Hi! I'm Josh.
I'm Cameron.
I'm Zach.
And today we are reviewing The Nun.
Oh, wow.
Yikes.
First off, welcome to the channel, guys.
Thank you.
Thank
Brand
you.
new members. I've seen Annabelle Creation and this. I have not seen any of the other Conjuring universe movies.
Conjuring 1 and Conjuring 2 were so
They're great.
good.
They're
Okay,
great.
where does this stand in?
It's the worst in the series. At least Annabelle has one scary part.
Yeah, in the basement.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So we should probably describe the plot.
There's an accident at this abbey in Romania. So the Vatican's like, hey, how about a priest and a nun? You go investigate this. And they go to the abbey, and then chaos ensues.
I thought this movie was fine.
This movie is trash. It's so bad.
The jump scares weren't earned.
The script, oh my god.
The script was horrid.
Oh.
The dialogue
It was just
horrible.
like-
Frenchie was
Oh
so
my-
unfunny.
Oh yeah, he
Hey,
was
the
dumb.
French guy.
French Canadian.
Oh, I'm French. Oh, it's romantic. I'm like, wow.
I thought the characters were so dull. There was nothing to them.
I feel that way about the male characters, but I liked Taisha Farmiga's character. I thought she gave a life to the character that the other characters really didn't have. I thought she's a good protagonist. I was rooting for her.
I only liked her just because it was Taissa Farmiga, not because of the character.
I can agree with that. I will give the movie one scene. There is a scene, they kind of show it in one of the trailers, where a character is in a coffin. That's all I'll say.
It wasn't
but
too bad.
That's okay. That was
Yeah.
a creepy scene.
I will agree that not all of the jump scares are earned, but I do think more are earned than you guys say there are. There were a couple that really got to me.
But it's like all the movie is.
I feel like the scenes where Taisha Farmiga is in peril are probably the best scenes in the movie. I think movies can earn jump scares if they don't do jump scares sometimes when you think they're going to. And in this
Yeah.
case, sometimes they did that, sometimes they didn't. My favorite scene in the movie was when she's sleeping and then she wakes up and there's the nun in the side of her room, but you can't see the face. And as she's approaching it, the cross behind her just slowly turns upside down. I'll give it credit for genuinely freaking me out. I liked the atmosphere of it. The set design is really
The set
good.
design wasn't too bad.
And the visuals were pretty as well.
If you want a good scene where the nun is actually frightening, it's in the Conjuring 2.
with the painting.
We went into the nun feeling like, hey, maybe it will be just as scary as this scene, and we were let down by it because the scene in The Conjuring 2 is probably one of the scariest in the movie, and it's terrifying. It's scary. I think we just expected something
Just
similar to that.
Completely botched the nun.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I don't even think she'll ever be scary again.
I feel like the nun is at her scariest when she isn't doing anything. When she's just like standing there, like approaching people,
Yeah.
that's freaky.
Yeah.
But whenever she starts like picking people up and roaring in their
Yeah.
faces, that's like...
So,
Like, wow.
We're going to spoilers. Go to the time code at the bottom of the screen if you want to avoid spoilers for The Nun. So the one jump scare that really got me was in the chapel. There's the one nun that's dead on the ground and they put the sheet over her
Oh,
and they're praying
yeah.
and she just jumps
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
I think the thing that freaked me out was that it happens in a wide shot. Because you don't
Yeah.
expect anything bad to happen in a wide shot. You expect it to be a close-up and then have it like turn or something.
yeah.
The nuns. They're all dead. There are evil spirits among us. We must pray. Dear Lord. All of the nuns are dead.
Because she has visions.
If all the nuns were dying, why did none of the nuns go and report this?
Because then we wouldn't have this movie.
The movie just wouldn't exist. I absolutely despise the part in the very end where Frenchie...
French Canadian.
He's like, I'm French Canadian.
It's just
like, why?
So dumb.
Why?
It's so dumb. Ominous music. Ominous music. You're gonna die here, French boy.
I'm French Canadian.
And then he comes back and saves the day. And he's like, oh, you should use the shotgun next time. He's like, you only use the shotgun for emergencies. Wow. That is the level of dialogue in this film.
But then he ends up going insane anyway at the very,
Yeah,
very
because they
end.
got possessed, and they were like, hey, how about a
Yeah,
Conjuring
how
connection?
about we connect it because we can.
Wow. The
Who's
scariest
the nun?
parts of The Nun were the scenes they showed from The Conjuring. You would have had a lot more respect for The Nun
Okay.
in Conjuring 2.
Yeah.
Maybe I would be more disappointed with this movie if I had seen that first.
I could just tell, like, after the first 5 minutes, I was like, well, please get better.
Cold open was not good.
Yeah, it it's the lines. That is evil. We must stop the evil.
I feel like that's how nuns
It felt
speak.
like a video game cutscene. Throughout the whole movie, you don't know if Sister Irene wants to actually be a nun, but then she's just like, actually, I do.
That's
so lazy. We have to have a nun in the third act, so you'll be a nun now.
I was fine with her becoming a nun for the final act, just because I liked
I
her
just
character.
didn't think it made sense. Because in the beginning, she's like,
yeah, the whole time
I'm rebellious
she was
teacher.
like back and
Yeah.
forth.
Yeah, I feel like maybe it was experiencing the presence of evil that made her appreciate good.
Would have helped if they would have maybe said that or something.
What'd you think of the medieval flashback that they
Wow.
threw in there?
That was so awesome. Some dude made some like hole in the ground.
yeah.
And that's where like the nun
that's
came
how,
from.
Yeah,
or
that's
something.
how Valak came out.
But then it
I
opened
guess.
up again because of the bombs.
Man.
Remember that one line where he pulled out the blood of Jesus Christ? Frenchie was like, holy shit! And he was like, the holiest. That is screenwriting for you.
That's like a future meme waiting to happen.
I hope so.
I hated that one scene where Irene was in the hallway and she was going to the room where like the evil is, right? And then it kept doing this like weird like spin when the nun was like blowing at her. The room wasn't spinning. The camera just was.
Stylistically designed to be like
Let's
that.
just spin the camera.
Let's go to final verdicts.
I'm going to give The Nun a solid 4 out of 10. I thought that the characters were dull. It wasn't very scary. The screenplay, just terrible. Terrible.
I didn't think this movie was great, but it didn't really bother me that much. A lot of the scares aren't earned. I don't think it's just jump scares. I think it genuinely tries at some moments and does succeed, at least for me. I liked Taisha Farmiga's character. I liked the visuals and the set design, so I'll give it a 6.
I thought that the screenplay was just nonsense. Some of the worst dialogue I've heard in a long time. Wasn't scary at all. Every opportunity they had to have a jump scare, there was a jump scare. The characters, other than Taisha Farmiga, I didn't really care about. The Nun, they just completely just ruined one of the best things about the Conjuring universe. I'm gonna go with a 3 out of 10.
So the final verdict for The Nun is a 4.3 out of 10.
Hey!
It's at least higher than the Rotten Tomatoes score. I think that's like 29%. What did you think of The Nun? If you saw it, be sure to let us know in the comments. Also, please like and subscribe.
Peace out.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Click here to subscribe and click here to watch our last video. Also, follow our Instagram account, link is in the description. Also, my Letterboxd account is in the description. Thanks for watching. See you guys.